All righty. So welcome to our first ever virtual Wind Down Wednesday. This was not planned. I actually was super excited to see two new leaders host tonight's Wind Down Wednesday. But Mother Nature decided to bless us with a blizzard and keep us all in. So tonight we are all calling in either from our phones or our computers, and we're still excited to connect. I absolutely love this community. And one of my mentors a long time ago told me that people come for the products, they stay for the compensation, and they fall in love with the culture. And it's true. And we all love Wind Down Wednesday. We love getting together, supporting each other's dreams, celebrating everybody's successes. And we were not going to cancel. So we just had to get creative. And welcome to the 21st, century IT world. We're going to just lock and load and do this all digital. So my name is Lauren Sims. I am a clinical nutritionist and personal trainer. I've been in the fitness industry for over 10 years. I've been with Isagenix for about 2.5. I absolutely love these products. I love the compensation plan. I love the opportunity. And I've had the privilege and honor of building a team that is just growing like wildfire. We're almost 7,000 deep and just getting started. So tonight, for those of you that are brand new or maybe already part of Isagenix, our goal is to teach you a little bit about the company, starting with our cutting edge products, teaching you about the opportunity, teaching you about the compensation plan, and really just understanding what makes our company dynamic. And let you hear from some amazing, amazing people tonight and hear their stories and their successes, so that you understand this philosophy that if it's possible for one, it's possible for all. So with no further ado, I'm definitely going to just start the presentation and go from there. You guys, there is a chat feature on the bottom of the screen. If you hover over that, you can see the chat. I would encourage you guys to maybe private message each other if you miss a note or want to highlight an important point. I think that we all learn together. That way we can save the chat with the recording, and we're just going to rock and roll. Shauna, can you just give me the thumbs up that you can see the slides? You're just someone's face I can see. Okay, cool. Now I need it to go into the bigger version. Hold on. Okay, alrighty. So the first thing I want you to think about today is, what life have you chosen? Right? And think about where you are today, and is this kind of where you thought you were going to be? So I'll tell you that a couple years ago, shortly after my 30th birthday, I woke up and thought this was not the life I had chosen. And what I mean by that is, as a little girl, I pictured myself at 30, married with kids, debt-free, traveling all over, having a big savings account. And I found myself at 30, broken, underpaid, overworked, super unfulfilled, not having any passion, no purpose. And I was like, what am I doing? Like, this is not what I signed up for. And I didn't really know what I was looking for, but I knew with 100% certainty that I wasn't going to spend the next decade doing exactly what I did the past decade. I wasn't going to spend my 30s like I did my 20s. So just think about it. If this is what you signed up to be doing, 86,400 hours are spent at work, you guys. I mean, that's a lot of time. It's a lot of time. One of my good friends, I hung out with her on Sunday night, and I could tell driving home that she just didn't seem herself. And I was like, are you okay? Like, what's wrong with you? And she burst into tears of the anxiety she had because of going back to work on Monday. And she's literally telling me how she has digestive issues. She has so much stress because she's dreading her job every single day. And I started to chat with her, not necessarily because I wanted her to do this, but just about how important it is to have passion, to have purpose, to love what you're doing, to surround yourself with amazing people, to be in a healthy work environment. 86,400 hours. I mean, think about what you're doing. And if you're not in a place that's going to lift you up, you're not in a place that's going to create a better you, I mean, you have that option to change that at any single time. Is your head in the sand, or are you facing your own reality, right? I mean, this was me. I used to work 80 to 100 hours a week. I mean, 6 to 10 jobs all the time. I went from personal training to teaching at this gym, to teaching at that gym, to my, doctor's office, to my private practice, to waiting tables, to bartending, to run a boot camp. And then I would teach in another gym, and I would sub this class. I would pick up that shift at the bar. And you guys can see how exhausting that was. You know, I mean, that's not what I signed up for. And the worst part was at the end of all of that, I had nothing to show for it except a ton of debt. So much stress. I mean, I was so overworked and so underpaid. It was ridiculous. And the more I share the Isagenix story and the more I connect with people, the more I find out other people feel this way. We talk about, are you living your ideal life? I mean, this is different for so many people. But when I think ideal, I mean that you're excited about whatever it is you're doing, whoever it's with, wherever you are. You know, if you're a morning person, do you have the opportunity to get up and work out in the morning? If you're not, do you have the opportunity to work out later in the day or the evening when you feel better? Do you set an alarm? Do you get to travel? I mean, what is it that's keeping you from living your ideal life, and what is it that would take to make sure that happens? So tonight we want to go through 4 key criteria: our market trends, our amazing products, our company, and then this opportunity for you to decide if this is something for you. So we talk about market trends, right? I mean, the global weight loss market, it's astronomical. I mean, it's almost a $700 billion industry. So if people are buying Isagenix or another network marketing company, or they're going to Weight Watchers or Jenny Craig, or they're hiring personal trainers or nutritionists, I mean, people are spending this money. I share this with you because if they're not buying from Isagenix, they're buying somewhere. There's a huge, huge obesity epidemic, and people know that they're looking for a solution. You know, almost 70% of people in North America are considered overweight or obese. That's a lot. I mean, that's 3/4 of the population. The fitness industry is worth over $75 billion from gyms alone. I mean, I think about how many gym memberships I have. A lot of people have more than 2. And we share this with you because fitness, sports nutrition is growing. I mean, it's a multiple billion-dollar industry. Again, to show you that people are spending this money. They see value in it. Global anti-aging products market to reach $285 billion by 2018. So again, if people are at Estee Lauder, if they're at Arbonne, you know, if they're at Origins, if they're getting facials or Botox, I mean, people are spending the money. We're living longer than we ever have. And we care about not having wrinkles and not having gray hair. And we want to have youthful, shiny skin. And the coolest thing about this is I'm going to show you is Isagenix has solutions for all of these trends. Almost 70% of college graduates had an average student loan debt of nearly $30,000. I had just shy of $75,000 in student loan debt, 2 bachelors and 2 masters. I mean, I meet people that have over 6 figures in student loan debt, $50,000 in student loan debt. People are coming out owing more in their college education than they're ever going to be able to make. How is it that people can maybe have the job that they want, right? Have the job that they're passionate about, but be able to create supplemental income, even if it's just to knock down this debt. Money and work are primary stresses for people. You know, when you do field research, you say, what are the biggest stresses in your life? Money and work. It's because people don't love what they're doing and they're financially strapped. And we share this with you not to be a Debbie Downer, but because we're going to be able to give a solution to the problem. Just imagine being in the business that converges all these trends. I mean, one of the main reasons I loved Isagenix in the very beginning is because it wasn't a one-hit wonder. I never looked at this and was like, man, I've got a limited amount of people I could help. I looked at this and I was like, wow, there's people all over that can benefit from Isagenix. If they're fitness driven, if they need to lose weight, if they want to have more money, if they, you know, want to improve their quality of life, like everywhere, men, women, young, old. I was like, everybody needs Isagenix, right? I mean, really, we have answers to all of those major trends. So the disclaimer, just know that statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, prevent, or disease. Weight loss, you know, should not necessarily be considered typical. Everybody's different. But I do want to just put that disclaimer out as we roll through some of the product training. Isagenix has solutions to transform lives. We have innovative products for weight loss, energy, performance, healthy aging, and wealth creation. I mean, that's amazing. Absolutely amazing. To be able to have cutting edge, no compromise nutrition for so many different people. Our solution, let's start with the shake, less than $3 per meal. You guys, I get an almond milk cappuccino sometimes that's like $7 from Inc. If I go to Aviano and get a dirty chai, I think it's like $8. I'm like, that's 3 of my meals with Isagenix that I just put in my body for coffee. Our shakes are so affordable, but they're clinically shown to support healthy weight loss and maintain lean muscle growth. We are complete meal replacements with undenatured grass-fed whey protein. They keep you feeling full and longer. They're delicious. They're convenient. They're portable. They're non-perishable. There's so many things about our shakes that are just absolutely, absolutely life-changing and delicious. Our Cleanse for Life. I mean, this is a whole body nutritional cleanse. It's not a colon cleanse. It does support weight loss and healthy metabolism. For someone not wanting to lose weight, it still promotes detoxification, liver, immune, and cellular health. I always tell people that if you were going to spring clean your house, there's a certain amount of cleaning supplies or tools that you would need to do a good job. It's the same thing for your body. Our liver and kidneys are awesome, but let's give them the minerals, the micronutrition, the vitamins, the herbs that they're looking for to properly deal with the amount of pollution and toxicity today, to jumpstart our body, to think clear, to have glowing skin and just feel amazing. I was on a call earlier and I just said, what the heck would your house look like if you never changed your air filter? Like, how unhappy is your car going to be if you didn't get an oil change and change the air filter, right? Like, our bodies are the same way. So our Ionic Supreme, nature's answer to stress. Some people call this mommy juice or happy juice, but it's adaptogens that help deal with stress. I mean, this is our sleep support, helps athletes recover from workouts, mental clarity and focus. I mean, I always tell people this like takes the edge off. I for sure was the girl that like, you didn't want to cut me off. I was late rushing to work and like in a second could have road rage. And I fell in love with Ionics. I mean, it was just like took that edge off. I was instantly chill, started sleeping like a baby, waking up without my alarm, total balancing for the body. Ageless Essentials with Product B and Isagenesis. You guys, these are our complete vitamin mineral pack. I mean, not only do they have, ooh, I'm going to mute that real fast. Hold on. Someone dialed in late. Anyways, so to be continued. The Ageless Essentials with Product B and Isagenesis. These are a complete vitamin mineral pack. So they have your vitamin minerals, your fish oil, your antioxidants, I mean, CoQ10, resveratrol, alpha lipoic acid, vitamin D3, K2, and our Isagenesis, which is cutting edge, like literally put the brakes on the aging system, nutrition. Supports the telomeres, which is all of our aging part of the DNA, to literally reverse the aging clock. Like, some people tell me that this is the fountain of youth. My friend Tracy says that the vitamins are like a facelift in a box. But they're, for me, they don't cause fish burps, which I loved, because every time else I took vitamins, I got fish burps. They're convenient, they're easy to travel with, and people just notice a difference, whether it's their skin, their hair, their multitasking, their energy, their cravings. I mean, just bundled together brilliant little baggies of nutrition. And outside of our 5 key pillars, I mean, we have nearly 75 products. We have a complete skincare line that's free of sulfates and paraffins. Our joint health, our brain and sleep support, I mean, our greens and fruits. It's the equivalent to all the antioxidants you need beyond the daily amount of servings required without all the added sugar. We have great hydration. We have a coffee now that's full of MCT oil, that's organic, doesn't have the chemicals in it. Our craving, you know, chocolates, the chocolates that help that prevent cravings, lift your mood. Bars, I mean, so many protein bars out there, you guys, are loaded with sugar and super low in protein. Our bars are high in protein and low in sugar. I mean, they're another version of the shake and easy on the go. I love them on the plane. Plus, it's a great conversation starter because people don't know where to buy them. And then we have our new Amped Performance line. So the Amped products, I mean, the Hydrate is an electrolyte drink. The Amped Power is a great pre-workout, safe for all athletes, whether they're endurance or strength. The Nox, I mean, amazing beet juice that's going to help with whole body circulation and endurance. Amped Fuel, I mean, what a great way to get that glucose for endurance athletes. If you're a long distance runner or cyclist, triathlete, that you need the glucose halfway through your workout to keep those bodies going. On our Recover, I mean, full of branched chain amino acids. And all of this, no artificial sweeteners, no fillers, everything is a no compromise supplement line to make sure you're putting in the best quality nutrition. That's why we have results-based nutrition, because it works. I mean, people just have to put this in their body. I said to people earlier that even if you screw up, it still works. Like, I love that about Isagenix. And the testing of our products, I mean, we invest out of our own profit in the raw materials, finished goods, and third-party testing. I mean, $2 million a year to make sure that we're using the best products, and everything that is on that label is what you're getting, the exact potency and pathogen-free. And look at this study. I mean, the Isagenix products really work. When you use this compared to the Heart Healthy diet, this was a Skidmore study, I mean, the University of Illinois at Chicago, 56% more weight loss, 47% more fat loss, and twice as much visceral fat loss. So when the subjects were doing the exact same thing, the only difference was Isagenix, when we blew it out of the water. The products work. I mean, that's amazing, amazing, amazing statistics. And our athletes that use our products, we have no paid athletes. We don't have any sponsored, or endorsed athletes, but these are real people that love the products, that have benefited. Ray Lewis, JJ Burden, Natalie Cook, I mean, just incredible, incredible people that said, I want the best nutrition. I want to age more usefully. I want to keep my performance, on my A game, whatever it may be. Here's some of the testimonials of our before and after pictures, people that were IsaBody winners. When you enroll with Isagenix, there is a 16-week IsaBody challenge option available to you. Literally support, send in your before and after pictures. At the end of it, the very minimum, you're eligible for a $200, voucher for Isagenix, a credit. But literally the grand prize winner, it's a $25,000 check. I mean, look at these transformations. Like, why not you, right? I mean, one of these people at one point got into a call or went to a meeting and said, it's time to start my life, right? Like, if them, why not you? So I'm going to have a couple people this evening hop out and share their story, because I want you to hear not just from me, but from real people with extraordinary results. So Lori, you unmuted yourself, which is awesome, but I would love to invite you guys to the call. Lori is an amazing, amazing friend. She has a heart of service. This is the girl that lights up the world to anybody when she shows up, is so committed to helping others. And what finally happened is she got really committed to helping herself.
Awesome. Thanks, Lauren. Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Excellent. Awesome. Well, thanks again for hosting this during the blizzard. Glad I didn't have to drive down there. Well, thank you for letting me share my story. Prior to Isagenix, I was the person on the left. I lost 50 pounds and rebounded 19 in 4 months, which is when I reached out to my friend who had been posting about something on Facebook. I mean, it literally was just like that. I said, what are you doing? She told me what it was, and I literally just read my credit card to her and said, how fast can it get here? I followed it really basically to a T, because it was just so super easy. There was really no reason to veer from it. So did it, knocked it out of the park, lost 43 pounds right away, went from the person on the left to the person on the right. I'm kind of a spunky Italian redhead from Boston, so never really had a problem being who I was. But I can tell you, Isagenix made me realize how uncomfortable I was being the person on the left and how comfortable I am being the person on the right. And so that really, for me, was the other amazing transformation. That's
awesome.
Story.
Thank you so much for sharing that. I mean, fabulous, fabulous, fabulous transformation. I know your pictures have gone viral with people sharing your success.
Thanks.
And I'd also love to invite Miss Esther Brooks to the call tonight. She has been an amazing asset to our team. I mean, just lights up the room where she goes. Huge heart of service. Someone that promised she wasn't going to talk to people about Isagenix and then just has nonstop shared with it after her incredible success. So Esther, are you there? You got to unmute, babe. Just put the hover over the, there you go.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I personally too am really happy that we were able to do this because I actually get to have some wine on Wine Down Wednesday because I don't have to drive afterwards. So yeah, thanks, Lori. I love your story, and thanks for letting me share mine. When I was, this is going to be difficult. It's still pretty emotional for me, and I haven't shared it publicly a lot. When my friend introduced me to Isagenix, I felt sluggish, I was stressed out, I was sleep deprived, and I was depressed. I had a misdiagnosed fracture in my right foot. I was pretty much completely immobilized for a year and a half. I couldn't exercise, and I lost all motivation to really do anything. And on top of that, I was under a lot of emotional and financial stress in my personal life. So I knew something had to give. I didn't know what it was. Food and alcohol were my coping mechanism, and we all know that that never helps. And I was really desperate. I was the person with the head in the sand, but I didn't know what I needed to do. So anyway, within probably 10 days of using the products, my life changed 180 degrees. I woke up one morning and I woke up rested. The mental fog was gone. I was ready to get out of bed. I had energy. I was looking forward to starting my day. I was able to focus on what I needed to get done. And I think really, the mommy juice, I kind of sometimes call it the reason I'm still married. Just having that stress support gave me the ability to really face my challenges head on. I wasn't putting my head in the sand anymore. I was able to make good decisions and move kind of through the funk I was in. And now I am 25 pounds lighter. I lost 3 dress sizes. I feel absolutely amazing. And I am so thankful that Jen Blair got over her chicken list, because I was the person on the chicken list. And I'm just so thankful that she introduced me to the product. I love the team. I love Wednesdays, and I cannot stop talking about it, like you said. So that's
That's so awesome. Thank you. Kareen's applauding over there. You're fantastic. So cute. I love that. And we're so grateful that Jen got over the chicken list too, and that you've had that transformation amazing, and that you've now wanted to pay that forward. So thank you, Lori and Esther, for sharing your stories this evening with us. I want to switch a little bit into network marketing as an industry, because I was someone that didn't want any part of this. I thought my clients were going to fire me. My patients were going to fire me. I'd always hated network marketing. I was convinced I was in a pyramid scheme or a Ponzi scheme. I didn't want any part of it. But at the end of the day, I fell so head over heels in love with the products and the company. I said, I got to figure this industry out. What I realized is a lot of the assumptions I had made were wrong. I had, made up these myths in my head, or drawn conclusions that were inaccurate. So tonight I want to share with you a little bit about the direct selling industry, so that you really, really can learn why this is such a perfect industry. But number one, worldwide sales are over 154 billion. So that's all network marketing companies. And I share that with you because people are obviously seeing value in this, because they're buying those products. So whether it's Herbalife, Advocare, Mary Kay, Melaleuca, 31 bags, Pampered Chef, something, people are absolutely invested in network marketing. So again, people are going to buy these products. We just want to share with them why we think that this may be the best solution. The health and beauty is dominating the direct sales industry, right? So compared to other products, and again, that goes back to our market trends and solutions. And then there's no limit to the earning potential. When I think about myself as a nutritionist, I was always going to make more money than the receptionist, and I was always going to make less money than the doctor. It didn't matter how hard I worked, how many emails I responded to. I was exchanging time for money, and I was going to be capped. With 2 bachelors and a master's, someone said this was my self-worth. Network marketing was the first vehicle that said, oh my gosh, I can actually outgrow my salary cap of whatever that industry was. And so get excited about that. What is wealth? Robert Kiyosaki talks about, if you were to lose your job today, how long could you survive? mean, do you have 90 days in the bank to cover all of your bills? If you had to stop working today or lost your job, like, could you make it? We talked about how many people are stressed, right? I mean, absolutely stressed with their finances, that are paycheck to paycheck. I mean, this is a way of the 21st century that you can contribute supplemental residual income, and work that you do once or twice pays you over and over and over. I mean, it's a really beautiful thing for families. And here's the thing about the world-class partnership. This is the part I get the most passionate about, because I love these people and I've had the privilege of meeting them. But Isagenix is so dynamic and so unique. Jim and Kathy and John Anderson came out of retirement, you guys, as multiple millionaires. Jim was the founder of different network marketing companies. He wrote Amway's original compensation plan. Excuse me. He was a part of the Cambridge Shake Company. He's just a brilliant business mastermind. Kathy, who had retired from being a dental hygienist and joined network marketing, she rose to the top as the number one, or somewhere between the number 1, 2, and 3 income earners in 3 different companies. She knows what it's like to be in the field. She knows what it's like to be on this side. She was in retirement. She'd been with companies that had changed the compensation plans, or she paid the price of companies that didn't have integrity. And she said, I'm not doing this anymore. And John Anderson, who is known as the Mineral Man, incredible master formulator, he actually healed his health, and he created our Cleanse for Life, and went to the Cougars and said, guys, you guys have the brilliance behind this. I've got the science. Let's create this company that's literally set out and be the largest health and wellness company in the world. And what started as 3, you guys, they just broke ground at their brand new world headquarters in Gilbert, Arizona. I had the privilege of being at the ribbon cutting ceremony. The mayor, the governor, a senator, we're all there for this ribbon cutting ceremony, recognizing what they've done, how many people are hired at corporate, the lives that have been impacted because of our health solutions. And Eric, their son, is just getting primed to take this over. I mean, they want it to be a legacy company. We want the Cougars to go back into retirement. 3 people that came out of retirement did this for contribution and service. They did this because they had a vision. They wanted to impact people physically and financially. And when you guys get that and you see what they're all about, that's what makes this so exciting. There aren't 3 other people in the world I'd rather partner with and tell people that this is who I've aligned myself with. That's the vision. Impact world health and free people from physical and financial pain, and in the process create the largest health and wellness company in the world. Like, in the world. We're just about to break $1 billion this year. We've done $4 billion cumulatively, but this will be our first year that we do $1 billion on its own. I was in Arizona 2 weeks ago, and we had our highest sales week ever. The company is absolutely exploding. Here's again the disclaimer, right? Earning levels for all Isagenix independent associates that appear in this publication are examples and should not be construed as typical or average. Just know that everybody's business is different. We don't want to make claims. Everybody has the same opportunity. Some choose to work harder at this. Some have more time. Some have different goals, but let's just throw that out there to be compliant. So here's the opportunity, right? How does this work? You use the products, you share the system, and you identify business partners. Like, it's that simple. People go into this all the time to overcomplicate it. Use the system, share the system, find people that want to do this with you. Love the products. Tell other people about them, and then link arms with those that really want to tell other people about them. That's it. Repeat, repeat, repeat. So the basis of our compensation plan is you plus 2, them plus 2. Find 2 people that want to find 2 people. So when I first got started with Isagenix, and my mentor said, what do you need most right now? And I was like, a bed. And she said, awesome, go grab 2 people. And you'll tell them to grab 2 people. And we're going to show you how to make $820. And I was like, what? I don't get it, right? And I have this NACM, and I tried to draw this scribble of what it should look like, and it didn't look like this beautiful picture. But I did figure it out. And my conversations went much like, Mom, you know how you always try all the nutrition stuff I want you to try? I want you to do this 30-day cleanse. She was like, why? And I was like, oh, it's amazing. And it's going to cleanse and you're going to have all this energy. And there's something in there that's going to, help with aging, but I want you to do it. So of course, mom wants to support her daughter and said, and I need you to have 2 people. Why? I don't know. This lady in Washington says you got to have 2 people, So my stepdad and aunt came in with my mom, right? So I got my mom, she got her 2 people. I had another conversation similar with my sister. Rachel, hey, remember that elimination diet I put you on that kind of sucked? I think you should do this instead. It's way easier. It's half the price. You're going to feel awesome. She was willing to trust me. I said, and grab 2 people. And she's like, why? I'm like, I don't know. This lady says you got to do 2 people. You have to have accountability partners if you want it to work. And so my brother-in-law, one of her good friends, came in. And I had 6 people. And I called Janny. And I was like, I have 6 orders. What do I do? And that's where it started. And I'm going to break this down for you a little bit more, but don't wait to share this with other people. I mean, you just heard from Lori. You heard from Esther. You're hearing part of my story. If someone invited you to this call tonight, it's because they've already experienced the benefit of Isagenix and they care about you. I always tell people, don't wait. Like, just be so excited about what this can do for other people. When I share Isagenix, sometimes people will tell me like, oh, I think I need to wait for it to work first, or, well, let me see. And I said, that is the craziest thing I've ever heard. And I'm like, if you were out at a nail salon and you heard someone say, oh my gosh, like, I always feel like we go to the same restaurants for dinner. I don't know where to go. And you had just heard someone say like, oh, I think you should go here. It's amazing. Would you feel comfortable saying, hey, I heard Ophelia's is awesome. I've not been there yet, but a few of my friends have gone and said it's fantastic. Or do you feel like you have to go eat there 3 times in a row before you can make the recommendation, right? Like, we go out of our way to complicate this. Build your belief with all of our stories, all of our successes, and know how many people are looking for this. I want to show you a little bit about our cycles, the residual income. If you think about some of their jobs right now, like, what does a medical assistant make? What does a teacher make? What does a restaurant manager make, right? What does a lawyer make? And you're looking at the residual income. I mean, one of the highest paid professions in the United States is the president of the United States, $500,000 a year. It's 142 cycles. I mean, there's people in this company that cycle 300, 400, 450 times a week. They're making more than $100,000 a month. There are some people that cycle once a week. They make $200 a month, and that's fantastic. I recently had heard that most divorces were caused because of finances, and 50% of those divorces could have been prevented with an extra $300 a month. Like, I think about that when I share the Isagenix story and how easy it is to share with someone how to generate $300 a month with Isagenix. Not everybody's going to be a millionaire. Not everybody wants to be a 6-figure income earner, but everybody deserves to be healthy. Everybody deserves to be debt-free. Everybody deserves to get for the Eat for Free program. And simply, like, find 2 people that know 2 people. Like, at least you're not paying for your products, right? You're not looking at it as disposable income. And then you have supplemental income to have a date night, to pay a car payment, to go shopping. Like, what are those things that really matter to you? And so I'm going to introduce someone really, really special to the call tonight, who not only is my sister, but she's a health psychologist. She hands down is probably the #1 skeptic in terms of doing the business of anyone I had shared Isagenix with, but over the last 2 years has just totally grown as a leader, grown as a person, and has inspired literally hundreds, if not thousands of people because of her transformation.
Thank you, Lauren, and thanks to everyone who's on the call tonight. This is awesome. As much as I love coming in person, it was nice to be in my pajamas doing this with everyone. But like Lauren said, 100% with all honest truth, I was the world's largest skeptic. I wanted absolutely nothing to do with anything related to an MLM, pyramid scheme, network marketing. I'm not a salesperson. I'm a psychologist. I listen to people. I had extreme social anxiety. So you were talking to someone who in a million years never would have thought that I'd be where I am today. But like Lauren said, I had an amazing, amazing product transformation, absolutely fell in love with these products, and I couldn't keep my mouth shut if I wanted to. So before starting Isagenix about 2.5 years ago, I had over $200,000 in student loans that I acquired from getting my doctorate in psychology. That's equivalent to another mortgage. It's unreal. They don't coach you or tell you anything about what that means when you go in getting student loans, and to come out of it with that kind of debt is unreal. I also had absolutely no idea what residual or supplemental income could mean, or what it was. I had no concept of it. But what I will tell you is that over the last 2.5 years, literally in the pockets of my time, you guys, I am a full-time administrator at a hospital here in Denver and work a ton of hours. And so I am doing this probably at most 10 hours a week. And in the pockets of my time, I have been able to not only pay off those student loans every single month, but I earn additional residual income on top of that from Isagenix that has fully supported a completely different way of life, and has taught me that I don't have to work for the next 30 years and retire at the age of 60 or 65 like I always thought I would. So I truly now believe, on top of obviously the health products, and 100% supporter and think that these are the best things anyone could ever do for their health, that financial health is just as important, and it really does impact someone's physical and emotional and psychological health, and am as passionate and dedicated now to sharing this opportunity from the financial side. But when you have a really good company with really good products and a phenomenal compensation plan, why would you ever keep your mouth shut about it?
That's true. Kristen Burgess always says, why would you not? Why would you not? I always tell her I'm going to tag her on 2 things, because when I talk to her and I mentor her, she says, I can do that. I can do that. Or she was like, why would you not? And I said, you are going to brand you a shirt on one side that says, I can do that, and the back that says, why would you not? Thanks,
Wow.
Rachel. I love that. I love it. Fires me up every time. All right. And then the second person I get to bring to the call tonight is not only one of my best friends in the entire world, she's a phenomenal leader. She comes from a strong background as a professional consulting with corporate executives. She has, a more wealth of knowledge and experience with personal development than anyone I know, loves to lift people up, and after becoming a product of the product, has just decided this was another vehicle to add to her tool belt, to not only add to her income revenue, but really impact others. So Corrine, are you there?
Yeah, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, we can. You could talk a little bit louder, but we can hear you.
Okay, is this better?
That is better.
All right, cool, because there's a lot of background noise over here and I don't want you to pick that up. So thank you, Lauren, for including me on tonight's call. And I always love Wednesdays too, because it just shows how awesome this community is. So as you said, I do have a very extensive background in corporate America. I personally went to, become self-employed a few years back. I run my own consulting company. I have an app that I just launched. So I'm constantly investing in ways to create income for myself and my family. And obviously, I joined initially Isagenix with my own health crisis of stress and weight management, and have amazing results through that. And I didn't want to hear it from you, because you're the one that enrolled me, Lauren. I didn't want to hear it from you anything that had to do with income opportunity, business, whatever. I already had my hands full, and I didn't want to pursue it or even know about it. And that was ignorance on my part, from not being open to something that I know will change the trajectory, not only for my financial income for my family, but for so many that I know I plan to help jump into this opportunity with me. So before Isagenix, obviously I was a skeptic on the opportunity. The products speak for themselves, like you said. I use them every day. It's been over 2 years. And recently my conviction in this business and this opportunity has changed the way I approach people, has changed the way that I include people in my story, as well as the share, and really does hone in on how I am a relational business person. I'm a relational just person in general, really. And I just truly love the community that we're able to create around health and wellness, and be able to now link that into financial support, like Rachel said, where we can really have impact in the world around us, and also create some freedom for ourselves not to be stressed financially and truly live the life we believe. So I'm very excited to be part of this team, and I really want to thank you, Lauren, for sticking with me and keep sharing so that I finally had that wake-up call to now share with others, and it's been a lot of fun. So I'm enjoying this, and I really enjoy the team. So thanks.
Aw, well, thank you, and I appreciate you sharing your story, and I am grateful that all of you guys stuck with me too, because this has been a learning curve, I think, for all of us over the last couple of years. But I just want to add one little thing, because I know you guys all so well. But it never, ever amazes me who's looking for Isagenix and where in their journey. And you know, when you go to an event or you first get introduced to network marketing, you'll hear people say, like, don't prejudge anyone. Don't decide who's too busy. Don't decide who's too wealthy, or, you know, whatever. And it's so easy for us to be like, oh, they would never want to do the business, or, oh, they would never want to do the opportunity. And you never know what's going to happen. But there's people on our team that did this opportunity because they're sick of, you know, putting things on a credit card. They're sick of counting pennies. They literally needed to do this because there was no other way for them to bring in supplemental income, right? And then, like, I've met people that were so successful, but they were feeling unfulfilled. Like, they just didn't feel like they were contributing. And they love the way that they feel when they get to impact someone's life. You know, they love the way they feel when someone's like, wow, because of you, like, my marriage is better. I'm healthier. I'm more vibrant. Like, they do this because they want to impact people. But Corrine just recently connected with someone who's incredibly successful, not necessarily motivated by money, but she wants to live a unique life. She wants to move away from the States. You know, she wants to be able to create this incredibly luxurious life, beachfront in Playa del Carmen. And she knows that this is an opportunity. We're an international based business. And it's like, what if Corrine had never shared with her? You know, what if she had prejudged her and said, oh, she's already really wealthy. She doesn't need additional money. But this woman saw an opportunity to replace or increase the income she has from corporate and to be able to literally cast her dreams, like cast a whole different life for her. So the part of us sharing these stories with you tonight, you guys, is to get you so excited about what's available for you and for others. I mean, there's so many stories in here and so many different walks of life and so many personalities that have been blessed by this that we just continue to pay it forward. Even when we're all snowed in, we were like, let's get on the computer. So how do you start? That's what you guys all want to know, right? There's definitely our family pack. I mean, this is an amazing value. When you guys price this out, it's way more expensive a la carte than when you buy it as a system. It's a tax write-off if you're looking to open up your account today. The only overhead you have in opening up your business is literally what you're going to eat. The only overhead is the products you're going to eat on your health journey. But it's a great way to get started because outside of your transformation system, you're going to get introduced to a lot of other products that will, you know, teach you about the company, teach you about different areas of solutions, and give you more conversation starters as you share this on your journey. So for under $40 a day, memberships included, international sponsorship is included. You get to literally have virtually one of everything from the catalog. The President's Pack, this comes in our energy solution, the performance solution, or the weight loss solution. It's less than $20 a day. So it doesn't have some of the add-ons of the business builder pack, but it is your full 5 complete pillar systems. The vitamins we talked about, the cleanse, the ionics, the shakes, what did I forget? Oh, Product V, and then some add-ons. You get the e-shots for your workouts, or, you know, in the afternoon when you're sluggish, you can try some bars, the blender. I mean, this pack is amazing. It replaces 68 meals throughout the month. It's a total investment in a transformation. It literally offers the most accelerated results. And there's a reason why the company has the most retention with this, because guaranteed results, like for sure the best way to go. And if you're a little, more conservative with your spending right now, then do one of the getting started packs. The value packs are awesome. They're just about $10 a day. And again, they come in all of our different solutions. So you have the option to do the fat burning and cleanse system, our performance system, the energy system, or a healthy aging and telomere support system. So whatever looks for you and you think about your goals, all I can encourage you is to reach out to the person that invited you on this call. You know, talk to them about your health goals, talk to them about your financial goals, and let's figure out the best way to get you started, to get you supported, to get you the transformation, and to really get your head out of that sand and to live the ideal life that you want. My favorite quote: if someone offers you an amazing opportunity and you're not sure you can do it, say yes. then learn how to do it later. I love Ignorance on Fire. Right? I love when people are just so freaking excited that they run around town celebrating this, talking to everybody, and they don't worry about being a professional yet. I mean, you'll learn the skills. But if you look at this and, you know, you see someone just offered you a ride on a rocket ship, like, you're not asking where is the seat. You're just saying, yes, please. And that's what this is all about. So I'm going to stop the screen share, and I'm going to definitely come back for questions if there's anything that you guys have to ask, and then we'll close up for the night. So with that being said, I definitely want to thank all of our speakers. Oh, look at Kareen. Hold on, leave that up. I'm going to take a picture. She says, love wind down. Look at that super cute picture. I have to take that. Okay, that was adorable. Okay, so thank you, Kareen and Rachel and Alex and Esther. Lori, I'm sorry, I'm looking at you, Alex, and said your name. Lori and Esther, for sharing your stories tonight. I mean, I think that just brings so much light and belief to a lot of other people. And whoever invited you on this call, I mean, seriously, reach out to them. Whether it was me or Rachel or Esther, or you saw it on Facebook, just reach out to someone, because there's a reason you listened. There was a reason you got excited. And we care a lot about you. We want you to be healthy. We want you to be physically healthy. And we also want you to be healthy financially. You know, someone once told me, if you're financially stressed, it's impossible to be healthy. And I agree. So we thank you for your time. I am going to unmute. And if anybody has any questions or needs anything clarified, I'm going to do that for you, but I am going to stop the recording just so that, you know, it's a little shorter when other people watch this. So I'm going to stay on in case anybody has questions. Thank you guys so much for your time. Good night.